Yo, what's up guys, Jarvie, and today guys, I'm bringing you guys a video about chemistry. So chemistry is a lot different than it was last year. So last year with chemistry, some players had their team chemistry, some players had like their own chemistry, like big hitter and stuff like that, and some players that were lower tier had just small little chemistries. You had to have like 6 of them to fill up the entire thing. It was just very low tier chemistry that just didn't do. You just needed a lot of players that had that same chemistry on your team to do something. They're called like base scheme chemistries or something like that. But this year, every single person has chemistry except for bronze players. So silver players have their own team chemistry. That's the only chemistry they have at this point in the game. I don't know in the future with future promos, they're going to have silver players that have different chemistries. But for at this point right now, silver players have their own team chemistry, and that is it. So gold players have their own team chemistry and also a special chemistry. Some gold players do not have a special chemistry. We'll talk about some of those special chemistries in a second. But some gold players do not, some do. I'm pretty sure the only ones that don't are just ones you get from solo challenges and stuff like that. Just special players. They don't have team chemistry or special chemistries. But every single person, silver or higher, has their own team chemistry. Gold or higher has a special chemistry. I don't think there's anyone in the game that has 3 chemistries yet. I could be wrong with that. Actually, yeah. There is the LaDainian Tomlinson has 3 chemistries. He has the team chemistry. I don't remember what the other one is called. And then he has Never Stumble, I believe. So, as you can see with Alan Hearns here, like I was saying before, they have the team chemistry, and then they also have their own chemistry down below. So I'm not sure what the chemistries are called yet. So move the sticks, fill them up. You get +1 spin move, +1 catch the traffic, and then +1 throw accuracy short. So we're going to be going over the chemistries, and one thing to take note, like I have Ryan Kelly here. Chemistry is not counting because he's out of position. He's not at center. He's out of position, so none of his chemistries are activated. Backups do not have chemistries activated either, but wide receiver number 3 has chemistry activated, and tight end number 2 has chemistry activated. That's different from last year. Tight end number 2 did not have chemistry activated, but none. My middle linebacker and my right outside linebacker do not have a chemistry. Neither does my free safety. But cornerback number 4 does not have chemistry. Defensive tackle 1 and 2, but not 3 have chemistry. So here we go. Now into the chemistry. So I'm just going to show you guys the chemistries I have. Pound the rock, obviously for mostly run players. Okay, so we have 2 linemen and 2 receivers that have pound the rock. So 1 receiver's chemistry is not counting. That's Sterling Shepard because he is a backup. So it gives, for first tier, it gives +1 run block, +1 stiff arm, I believe that's what it is, and +1 throw on the run. Then we have go deep, which is, who has go deep? Oh, go deep is Theo Riddick, and Will Ford, his chemistry is not counting, and Deion Sims. So that's kind of cool that actually the second tight end has their chemistry counting, and then also Ted Ginn has his chemistry counting, and John Kuhn. So +1 pass block, +1 release, +1 throw accuracy deep for tier 1. Then tier 2 is +1 throw power, +1 spec catch, +1 play action. So read and react. So this is a defensive chemistry here. So we have Bradley Roby and Cameron Hayward and Jordan Phillips here that have this chemistry, so it's activated. They have +1 zone coverage, and tier 2 will give you +1 power move and +1 pursuit. Toughness, this goes across the whole board, I believe. I believe it does. Yep, toughness goes across offense and defensive side of the ball, so it gives +1 carrying, +1 impact, and then +1 strength and +1 catching, and that, like I said before, that will go on both sides of the ball. Then now we have the team chemistry. So if you have any team member that has this chemistry, they will be counted, except if they are a 3rd string backup for tight end or starting or whatever. I might have just sounded confusing as heck right there. they will have the Denver Broncos chemistry activated if they are starting or one of the special positions that are counting. So if you have the Tier 1 Denver Broncos, you have +1 awareness, +1 play recognition, +1 awareness, and then for the second tier, +1 awareness, +1 play recognition. Those are the only chemistries I really have activated right now. That's really what's different about this year than last year, is that tight end number 2 has chemistry activated, and pretty sure that's just it. I mean, it's just weird why tight end number 2 would have chemistry activated. I mean, I have no problem with it, but that's just what I'm saying. It's different this year that every member has their own team chemistry, so I think that's pretty cool. But that's just what's different about chemistry this year. Let me know if you think they should have done that this year, or you think they should have kept it pretty much the same way as last year with the same kind of chemistries. But they did do it a little bit different. I was worried how they were going to do it this year. I was worried if they're going to have it the same exact chemistries, because there's no way they could do that. They would have to change it up somehow. I'm sure they'll go next year. They'll go back to somehow, some way, I can't even speak right now. I'm sure next year in Madden 19, they will make it very closely related to the chemistry in Madden 17. Just like make different names for them and stuff like that. They just don't want to have the same thing over and over with the same chemistries and stuff. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about chemistry this year. Let me know if you think they should have kept it the same way. I'm glad they changed it up a little bit. But just staying with chemistry this year, guys, it's not going to be upgrading players as much as it did last year. It's going to take a lot of +1s to be able to bring them up in overall. I'm surprised Theo Riddick went up in overall, to be honest, because it really does take a lot to get players to go up in overall this year, and that's actually a good thing. So that means it just means that players that are 99 overalls this year are going to actually be like 99 overalls. So that's what's pretty good about that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about chemistry this year. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out, homies.